Today we're going to be rating some custom Magic the Gathering cards. Let's see what the imagination of Magic the Gathering players has today. Starting with Money is Power. It's a 3-mana enchantment. Creatures you control have... treasures you control have. Creatures you control get +1/+0. What? What is this sorcery? And by sorcery, I don't mean actually the card. It's an enchantment. But I mean... So every single treasure buffs your creatures by +1/+0. I'm not gonna say this is crazy busted, but this is actually. It looks like a huge buff if you're playing some sort of treasure/token deck. I don't know how well you can be in the token strategy in Rakdos, but it's fascinating. Only the treasures you control. What are red treasure makers? Well, this would be a great addition to a bootlegger stash deck. All right, I like it. I think it's very cool. I don't think it's going to break the game either, because you have to be like a little bit in one direction of making treasures, the other direction of also making creatures. And this card actually literally does neither of either of those two. Next up, we've got the Jevil Unleashed. This is a 6-mana 3/3 legend, a creature we don't know. Could be anything. Oh, sorry, actually, this is better. It's sus, a very sus creature type. Indestructible, and I can do anything. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, exile Jevil and return it to the battlefield under that player's control. At the beginning of each player's upkeep. Oh, so just in case it gets stolen. Hold on, and return it to the battlefield under that player. No, they get to keep it. Nothing changes. Okay, and then we have World Revolving. Whenever Jevil enters, each player discards their hand and draws that many cards. So it's basically like a windfall. I don't see anything particularly wrong with this card, except for maybe the... Oh, I see. So at the beginning of each player's upkeep, we're going to constantly discard our hand and draw that many cards. Very fiendish card. So what if someone had the ability to windfall every single turn? Does that break the game? Is that a problem? I mean, you can fill up the graveyard for the graveyard decks, and you don't get to really keep anything that you draw. It's going to be dumped one way or another. And how many cards could end up getting dumped, especially in a commander game? Let's say I'm at a full, I shouldn't say full 7 cards. Let's say I have 5 cards in my hand and I'm tapped out. So I'm going to dump 5 cards from one player, another 5 cards from another player, and another 5 cards from another player. It's basically useless. For as long as this thing is known about, you probably want to have a bunch of mana up. Laboratory Maniac loves Jevil. That'd be crazy. It'd be crazy not to be playing your Laboratory Maniac. This is a Deltarune character. I gotta play some Deltarune. Huge fan of Undertale. Huge fan. Gotta get into that Deltarune stuff. All right. I think it's okay. Probably. All right, we've got a bunch of super chats. We're going to start off with Winter Fox. Welcome back, Winter Fox. Really appreciate seeing you again. The Necropotence Quartet. If you want to be part of the show, you want to submit your cards, I have instructions in the description below. You have to join my Discord. Submit the card with the name of the card as the post. Then super chat. The name of your post, and I'll look it up. The Necropotence Quartet. So big. Come on. Just a random thought that led to a Necropotence variant, which does something weird. Has no balance intended whatsoever. You know what, Winter Fox? I don't really put balance and you together in the same universe, so it's all good. This is 5 black for a 1/11 skeleton. It's showtime. Showtime skeleton, in fact. Hexproof and trample. This is the strangest trampling creature. But it has 1 power. It has 1 power if you combine all the skeletons together at the same time. Skip your draw step. During each of your upkeep, you may pay 2 life and send the top 4 cards of your library to the graveyard. You may cast up to 2 spells from your graveyard each turn. And then instant and sorcery spells cast this way are exiled when they leave the stack. Creature, artifact, and enchantment spells are exiled when they leave the battlefield when cast in this way. I have a feeling that is not worded properly. I don't think it's broken, though. Once you get to play 2 cards? Maybe it is broken. It's a very expensive. Oh, you don't. Also, it says you don't have any maximum hands. Or no, that's not. Yeah, it doesn't say you have a maximum hand size like Necrodominance. Performer is a real creature type, by the way. It's showtime. Who knows? They may not be performers. They're like... They're the person that introduces the performers. That's got to have a different classification. Why those skeletons are flashing us? It's true. They're naked. I mean, to some degree, they're naked. They were a flasher in a separate lifetime, where their clothes just fell off their bones. Okay, hexproof, trample, sure. Skip your draw step, sure. You can pay 2 life. You basically pay 2 life to play 2 cards. One, can you play them for free? You may cast up to 2 spells each turn. No, you actually have to cast those cards. This is fair. This is super fair. I don't know if it's a good card, but it's a fair card. It's not broken. I have to I need to create some classifications for cards. Not broken. Will not break the game. Probably won't get banned. Maybe we should combine custom cards and a tier list one day. Okay, next we've got the Sliver Swarmlord. This is a 5-mana 7/7 Sliver. Slivers you control have Sliver spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Well, that's not going to help cast extra Sliver Swarmlords. Tap 5 untapped Slivers you control. Create a 7/7 Sliver creature token that's all colors. You don't say. Oh, what is this similar to? I want to say this is like another card, but not in Slivers. No, I can't think about it. I can't think. I'm not exactly sure what that card is. More like Sliver Slumlord. At this point, why not? Yeah, I know. Exactly. Well, I have all 5 mana. Why not give a reduced cost to all my other slivers? I mean, it would be useful. There's a lot of slivers out there that it's like one generic and a red or green or blue or something like that. So you might draw a bunch of cards and you can just dump your hand. And once you dump your hand, if you can get 5 slivers on the battlefield, then you start making the 7/7s. This is super dirtily. Like super dirtily. Pass. It shall pass. Next up, we got Elixir with the Deathwalker. Holy moly! This is a black X avatar creature. It's a 7/7. When this creature enters, your life total becomes X. X can't be more than your current life total. Your life total. Oh, well, you could put yourself down to like 1 almost instantaneously. You'll be close to dead. This could endanger for yourself. So it's good very late in the game, or it's in theory useful later on in the game. When would you want to play this card? Who would want to play this card? I don't know if this would be playable in any format, even in a Death Shadow deck. The art's going to give you a nightmare. It's already giving me nightmares. I'm half asleep when I do these shows. You all know that. This is... Well, I mean, obviously, it's fair. I have no idea how to break this thing. Oh, wait. Maybe you put it in the deck with, with Treat of Perdition? What's the point? I don't understand the point of that. To make your Tree of Perdition, like, much smaller? Yeah, I was about to say, combos with Near-Death Experience, combos with that blue enchantment, that if you have 5 or less life, you can sacrifice it to get an extra turn. But that's aggressive! That's talk about living on the edge. Like, super living on the edge. So I guess when... I suppose Near-Death Experience, does it trigger all the time at upkeep? So... Is it, hold on, let's look up Near-Death Experience. Near-Death Experience. This is 5 mana. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have exactly 1 life, you win the game. Does it trigger every turn no matter what? So, like, I'm just thinking of something crazy. So this triggers at our upkeep. Then we play this at flash speed. Hear me out. We're going to play this card at flash speed, then we're going to be at, like, 1 life, and then we win. That's the idea. That's the combo. I don't know how we play this at flash speed, ley line of anticipation or something. People who play these things are playing janky decks anyway. What about that Rowan from Wilds of Eldraine? You might be able to do something with that. Maybe. I know one thing you definitely don't. Phantasmal Image this guy. Yeah, because X would be nothing. Don't Phantasmal Image. It would be dangerous to your, very, very dangerous to your health. All right. Very interesting card. Borderline useless. It's a build around card, like near death experience. If you put enough of those build around cards in one deck, it will build itself. Next up, we've got Pyromancer's Polymorph. We're going to transform, are we? It's a red instant. Exile target creature. Your life total becomes equal to the creature's life total. What's with these? Let's change our life total cards. So it's a red instant. So we're exiling. Oh no, but we can exile any creature. This is like the ultimate removal spell. Your life total becomes. Oh, that's the idea. So we get to exile anything, but then basically a danger to our own life total. This is awful. This could be super terrible. I think. Well, it depends on the Emrakul. Not the 15/15 one, because Emrakul can't be the target of spells, colored spells to be specific. But I know what you're talking about. So, I mean, I guess the idea is like this is really good versus a giant creature payoff type of deck, because it's like useless otherwise. It's terrible. This and Pride of the Whole Clade. I don't remember what that does. Is that like the 1/4 that can buff itself? You got 1 cent left in your bank? Well, if you let that 1 cent sit there for about 50 million years, it'll compound into $1 million. It might be a good sideboard card versus Dark Depths. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so that's a really good point. Like, yeah, so any deck where the payoff is a giant creature, like you said, Dark Depths. I can't think of anything else, because usually if someone's going to win with a giant creature, let's say a Traxa, it's going to be like big value. Like, it's going to enter the battlefield. It's going to get them a bunch of cards. Same thing with, like, Niv Mizzet. So, like, when they put a giant creature in play, it's usually not for nothing. Like, even if they put Grizzlebrand in play and you threaten to exile it, they're going to draw, like, 14 cards, right? And you're still going to lose, and you're going to lose life. So you're going to be in range of dying to that Grizzlebrand. So, okay. Super fair card. Interesting card. Probably not good. It might, but probably not. Or I guess again, you could put in like a Death Shadow deck of some sort. Exile target creature with 1 life. You now have 1 life. You win. What? Huh? I don't get it. Oh yeah, again for the Death Shadow decks. Death Shadow decks are not that desperate to go down to 1 life. I think. I don't think they want to go that far. I mean, maybe. Death Shadow decks, they need a buff. Maybe this is the buff that they need. Okay, just a reminder to people, I will look at your the bigger super chats in the second half of the show. Or sorry, after the sponsor segment. I'm going to move on to Little MX Doom. Search, you're taking too long. Minor Deltarune spoilers. That's okay. I'm one of those weird people. I don't mind being completely spoiled. Delta. Oops. Is it your take? I'm just gonna look up taking too long. This is the wrong your. Wow, used it anyway. Spoiler! Spoiler alert for anyone that hasn't played Deltarune yet. That would be me. This is a 4-mana 4/4 horror construct. Lifelink Menace. You're taking too long. Is that really how they're spelling it in the game? Whenever a player casts a spell, if it is not the first spell they cast this turn, it's called Jackenstein Horror of the Dark. So if a player plays a spell, if it's not the first spell they cast this turn, Jackenstein deals damage to that player equal to the number of spells they have cast this turn. Oh, I see. So the first spell is free. This is like anti-storm tech. This is very interesting. Well, it's not Delta Ruin. It's Delta Rune. It's a game, Mikey J. People stream to it, maybe, probably. I saw Undertale. I have played and watched other people play Undertale. It's like Eidolon of the Great Revel. Yes, yeah, it's sort of like that, except in some cases worse. Actually, I would say in a lot of cases, I don't know how to define it as being better or worse. I would say it's worse against unfun, unfair decks, but it's better versus fair decks because we got this lifelink menace thing going on. So it's a decent, chunky 4/4 creature that can deal some damage, gain some life, which is, I mean, it's just relevant versus fair stuff. Whereas Eidolon of the Great Revel, not always good versus fair decks. Sometimes doesn't matter. Sometimes just gets completely run over. You end up dealing more damage to yourself than you plan to. It has lifelink low. Yeah, but it's also 4 mana. You know, 4 mana is a lot. You could be dead by turn 3 versus a Storm deck. Did we consider that line? That's the deal. It's spelt that way. Oh, it's spelt that way in the game? Okay, it's probably stylistic choice. It's probably. Okay, cool card. Back to the freebie. Oh, but we have a bingo card, people. I don't know if we've hit any of these things, but we have a bingo card for anyone that loves the bingo cards. Take a screenshot of it. Okay, we got John the Peasant. What is this, from the Bible? 3 mana for a 2 loyalty John. +1, create a food token. -1, create a tapped treasure token. And then -2, return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. I have no words for this. I mean, it just looks like a super vanilla, generic, fair planeswalker. It's just doing honest work out there. I wonder if this is a broken card by any means. Like, you get a little bit of ramp. Return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. Well, actually, it barely does anything. So you can regurgitate some artifact, like I guess a One Ring that fell in the graveyard. Oh my God, One Ring synergies. Play One Ring, sack old One Ring. John the Peasant is like, look what I found. My precious. My precious. Cool. Can't protect itself. It's true. Not even with the One Ring. Not even the One Ring will protect John the Peasant. Returns Black Lotus. Oh my God, that's free. Oh, but it's pointless. You could like play Black Lotus, crack it for 3 white, play John the Peasant, nuke it just to get the Black Lotus back. Super balanced, simple, looks classic. More of these cards, please. These are the actual cards that could get printed one day. Everyone else is posting like, you know, unimaginable, not like crazy stuff. But to be honest, that's where Wizards is going to anyway. I mean, the Magic cards have evolved in the direction of the custom Magic the Gathering cards. I would not be surprised if they check these forums out for inspiration. Okay. Pass. Not jank. Next up, we got Benovsky with the Gigantic Rage. Don't get mad, get glad. Is this going to be like Monstrous Rage plus some gigantic thing? Like, what's it called? Monstrous Rage plus something growth. Also, still believe plot instant have potential. Okay, we have plot on this card. It's a 2 mana instant. Target creature gets +3/+1 and trample until end of turn. So it's fair Monstrous Rage and has plot. You can pay 2 mana, exile this card from your hand, cast it as a sorcery on a later turn without paying its mana cost. Plot only as a sorcery. I think this is super fair. I'll tell you how painfully fair this is. One thing about Monstrous Rage is that your opponent doesn't know that you have it. Like, they don't know for sure. They think you have it, but they cannot know with absolute definity that you do. So people block in the hopes that you don't, or forcing you to have it. They'll always know you have it when you plot this thing, when you plot this card. Not to mention, it's always going to cost 2 mana one way or another, where you play it at instant speed or you plot it. So I think that makes it like incredibly fair. Universes Beyond seems like custom Magic cards. Oh, absolutely. I can't wait till they get caught. Someone's gonna say, I made this card like 4 years ago. Yeah. The second part reads, only block with expendable creatures. Yeah, more like just block with a 1/1 or something. Buff doesn't stay, so it's more fair. Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, super fair. Like that stupid roll token that perpetually gave the creature +1/+1 and trample. So frustrating. So frustrating. Could be good in Infect? Probably not. The Infect needs to be more mana efficient. I actually don't know where the home for this card goes. The plot is expensive. It's not free. Like, they think of it this way. Monstrous Rage needed to be 1 mana to be playable. If it was 2 mana, if Monstrous Rage was 2 mana, I think it would be unplayable. No one would play Monstrous Rage. This one's a little bit better than a 2 mana Monstrous Rage because of the plot, but 2 mana is still 2 mana. Anyway, very fair. It is a fixed Monstrous Rage, I'll give you that. Freebie section. The Swarm of Intelligence. If I can center it. It's a 3 mana 1/3 bird. Ooh, it's got flying and Myriad. Whenever Swarm of Intelligence deals combat damage to an opponent, each opponent mills 12 cards. Oh. the mill players. They're just looking for some way to like become playable. Is this it? I don't think so. Deals combat damage to an opponent. Isn't this easy to chump block? I mean, you need to have flyers. Is 12 cards even that much? 36 cards? Well, divided out by 3 people, right? Myriad is the card that attacks other people, right? Oh, are you suggesting everyone attacks 1 person? Yeah, that could happen. I forgot about that. They might even mill out your rare card, your favorite rare card, or that mythic rare that you just bought for that night. No, it's each opponent. Oh! My God! So it's like it's a 3-turn clock. Oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah, deal. Okay, well, Nikachu can't read. Where is it? Where it's somewhere here. There we go. It's right over there. No, it needs to be in red. There. Okay, we got something on the bingo chart. It would definitely be 12 times 3. But hold on, whoa. Who's the opponent? Like that could be you too. Aren't they gonna mill us? What is going on here? I guess we want to get milled. 108 cards. No, you're not allowed to have more than that in Commander. You can only have 99. Not even Yorion will let you break that rule. Simple as that. So does damage to 1 or more opponents. I don't know if this is necessarily broken in any way. It's weirdly designed. Like I sort of look at mill like a joke. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, let me think about this again. What about in one-on-one Magic? Is this broken? No, probably not. This has got to be pretty fair in one-on-one Magic. If you make Myriad of this, the legend rule applies, though. I thought you give the creature to everybody else. How does Myriad work? Explain it. It is a triggered ability in Commander. By way of token copies, it enables a creature to be used to attack multiple players at once. Whenever a creature with Myriad attacks, its controller may create token copies of that creature for each other opponent, except the defending player, which are exiled at the end of combat. Those tokens may also attack planeswalkers controlled by the corresponding player. Myriad is a copy enters tapped and attacking each other opponent. Okay, yeah, I get it. So yeah, so it doesn't matter. The legendary thing is not going to matter. I would imagine there's like quite a few legendary creatures already that have Myriad. Discussing the rules. We love the rules around here. Where's the rules? Discussing the rules. I can't find it, but I found it now. Okay, so what do we say about this card? I don't know. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. It could be worse. It just mills, people. It just mills. Kill the creature. Just kill the creature. Isn't it gonna mill you too? Because it hits whenever it deals combat damage to an opponent. Each opponent mills 12 cards. So like the 3 myriad creatures that you gave away are also gonna mill you. The legendary matters. It needs text saying the legend rule doesn't apply to it. Huh? Oh, I thought this was one of those cards. Oh, I'm confusing Myriad with Goad. I see. Oh, then it's worthless. This is absolute trash. The other players don't get the copies, you do. Okay, I'm confusing with this with another mechanic. Maybe I just still don't know what Myriad does. I'm just an idiot on that case. Okay, I thought I do not play this damn thing. 60 card magic is great, Commander. Yeah, I've never played with or against a Myriad card. Or maybe I have once. You own the Myriad tokens. Well, then this thing is pointless. Okay, so it's broken. Well, I shouldn't say that. This is a poorly designed card. Did anyone mention that? We got to investigate. We're going to investigate. As a legendary creature, the Myriad copies would be sent to the graveyard immediately. Oh, sorry. You were born to die. That's how it is. That's how life is sometimes. It's a cruel world out there. Okay, moving on. We have super chats. Wonderful, wonderful super chats. Coming from Will Anderson with Pasteland. Copy and Pasteland? Looks very pretty. This is a hybrid Simic card, Aura. Enchant basic land. When Pasteland enters the battlefield, search your library for a non-legendary land card, exile it, then shuffle your library. Enchanted land has all types and abilities of all cards exiled with Pasteland in addition to its basic land type. That is fascinating. So it's, what's it called? This is crop rotation on an aura. Not to mention if you blow up the land, then, which is hard actually, because you're putting this on a basic land. Would this be fair if it was a non-basic land? You're basically saying, okay, any land in all my basic lands are now Gaia's Cradles, Dark Depths. Actually, even more. Actually, you can turn. Oh, doesn't this break Dark Depths like instantaneously? Because I think Dark Depths. Yeah, it's a turn 1 Dark Depths combo. Turn 1, fetch basic forest, paste land. Go get Dark Depths. Dark Depths is legendary. Oh, it doesn't say non-legendary? For a non-legendary land card? You sneaky Willy. Yeah, that's non-legendary for a reason. So we can't get Gaia's Cradle. Then what can we get off of this card? How do we break this card? Okay, so we can't get Gaia's Cradle. We can't get Dark Depths. Reading the card. Well, no, I read the card fine. Interpreting the card, no good. Not very good at all. Lotus Field would be... Oh, yeah, that would be good. So you create an artificial Black Lotus on turn 1. Because the card already entered the battlefield, so the ETB isn't going to apply to it. What would happen if Dark Depths is enchanted by Nalia's presence? Dark Depth, it can't, because it's not, and this needs to be enchanted by a basic land. As weird as that sounds. So I guess Lotus Field is maybe your best card. Lotus Field combos works already. It doesn't need this to push it over the top. I mean, to some degree, yes. So what is this? Turn 1, play land. So it's like a super ramp card. It probably still breaks the game. Okay, it's broken. It's literally 1 mana. It's basically a 1 mana like Soul Ring sort of, except you get 3 mana instead. This is probably a danger. Probably a danger. It's a fascinating card, but we broke it in 1 second. Maze of Ith, Glacial Chasm. Probably those are not the things you want to get. I imagine everyone is going to go basic forest or even basic island. Imagine giving blue decks the ability to put Lotus Field in play. And remember it as hexproof after that. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Also Bazaar of Baghdad. The card's okay. Not a lot of I don't know. Does anyone just randomly play Bazaar of Baghdad in their commander deck? Like, I don't think so. I think discarding 3 cards is not worth drawing 2. Well, Mishra's Workshop, again, like, why would you get Mishra's Workshop when you can get... I mean, I guess Mishra's Workshop works better for the Eldrazi decks, whereas Lotus Field... So, like, what we're talking about here is, like, the card to get is Lotus Field. Imagine having this turn 1 every single game. Well, I mean, you'll have the mana available turn 2. You could play a damn Planeswalker for 4 mana on turn 2. So I think for that reason, the card is actually busted. I have no idea how you make this fair. Too strong. It would be way super scary. All formats would be this would be an instant. You know what would make this sort of fair? I don't know. I don't know how to make this fair. I was thinking if you enchanted a non-basic land, the non-basic would be way more vulnerable. But that still doesn't matter when it comes to Lotus Field, because Lotus Field would just give it hexproof. Okay, I have to disqualify it. That's way too damn strong. Way too... We're thinking too small with all these other cards. Those are all good things, but still, at the end of the day, Lotus Field is above and beyond the best. All right, we're going to thank our sponsor. Okay, we're going to look at more custom Magic the Gathering cards. Love all of them. We got to thank our sponsor today, FusionGamingOnline.com, my favorite place to buy my Magic the Gathering cards and cardboard accessories, especially when it comes to Final Fantasy cards. Are you interested in playing some Final Fantasy in Standard? Well, maybe now it's possible because they banned all the gatekeepers of the format. We're talking Beanstalk, Monstrous Rage, the Stupid Mice. They're gone now. They have to clear the way for Final Fantasy. I wonder, this is a conspiracy theory of mine, would they have banned all that much if Final Fantasy cards actually were showing any play in Standard? Maybe not. Maybe not. You can get a discount on those Final Fantasy cards and all your new decks when using coupon code Nikachu at checkout to get 5% off all your purchases. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. Who knows what the next Standard deck is? Before you buy it, rent it using Mana Traders. Play the deck out, and if it's the deck for you, then that's when you buy it in paper. You can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or say 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription using coupon code Nikachu_OWS. And now back to... complete nonsense. Complete custom-made nonsense. We'll look at one more from the freebie section. Another Deathwalker? Is this like another version? When this creature enters, your life total becomes X. X can't be more than your current life total. Why'd they change it? Oh no! I was donated this thing. I was donated this card. Okay, well, we'll move on again. I think that was a little bit different, though. Yeah. Bingo, we did this already. Is that on here? Is that on here? We did this already. Wow, that bingo square doesn't get hit very often. It's so rare. But can you buy cards on Mana Traders? Actually, no, they don't sell cards. But you can buy cards from bots. I highly recommend GoatBots for that, actually. Get good deals at GoatBots. Just look up GoatBots. It's probably... yeah, it was probably version 1. Who knows how old it was. Handy Familiar. This is a 4-mana 3/3 zombie. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each Handy Familiar you control. So you get discounts on your future Handy Familiars. When Handy Familiars enters, you may return up to 1 card named Handy Familiar from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, sure. I don't see how this is going to break the game. If it does somehow, then I'm an idiot. Doesn't that card also hit the 10 or 10 or greater bingo square? Sure. Oh, not 10 CMC. 10 or greater. You got it. But, yeah, because that thing was like a 13-13. It was working out. It's been Showing their guns. This card text should have, or sorry, the card should have, you may play any number of these in your deck. You're right. You're right, Juliet. That was an excellent suggestion. I highly recommend that. Yeah, otherwise, this card sucks. I mean, it's useless in Commander. And it's still pretty bad even in Draft. Yeah, just worthless. I like that. That's a great idea. So as is, actually, this card. The card's bad design. It wants me to bring a bunch of handy familiars back and get a discount on the other ones. But at the same time, I can't even play a bunch even in the first place. Hey, Badgeman. Next. Okay, let's look at some Super Chats. Let's look at some big Super Chats. Starting with Rarooney Rockman. Thank you very much. Hoping that this works as intended. Me too. This is time to make a big Mecha Commander and one freebie. Oh, you're giving away. Okay, we'll save the freebie for the end of the show. This is Simon's Lagan. This is a 3-mana 2/4 vehicle. Vehicles crewed by Simon's Lagan have all activated abilities of all vehicles crewing them for as long as those vehicles are tapped. What is going on? Okay, vehicles crewed by this vehicle have all abilities of all vehicles crewing them. Who's them? Okay, that's where I'm losing it. Okay, vehicle have all abilities of vehicles crewing them. Okay, so Simon's Lagan, for as long as those vehicles are tapped. So if I tap and attack with those vehicles, they have all the abilities of Simon's Lagan and all other vehicles that crew them. That is so bizarre. So for each vehicle crewing Simon's Lagan, why are the vehicles crewing vehicles? Simon's Lagan gets plus X plus Y, where X is the power of vehicle crewing, the power of the vehicle crewing it, and Y is the toughness as long as that vehicle is tapped. I think yes. I think it's worded. I mean, I gotta read it once or twice or thrice. It screams Yu-Gi-Oh! Probably. When you bring out the Y, if we have to go beyond X to describe power and toughness, that's when I think that's when we breach off into Yu-Gi-Oh! World. I heard you like vehicles. I put vehicles in your vehicles so you can crew while you crew. Yeah, this is really bizarre. I mean, sure. This is for the vehicle players out there. Vehicle players, do you want your vehicles to crew vehicles to crew vehicles? It almost makes sense. Like, if you have a bunch of vehicles on the battlefield and there is, like, no creature at all to crew them, and you use one creature to crew one vehicle, then, like, you can't use the other vehicles. So, but in this case, if you have, like, 5 vehicles on the battlefield, you can use one creature to crew a bigger vehicle, to crew the next vehicle, to crew the next vehicle, to crew the next vehicle. Or go all in. Get them all crewing Simon's Lagan. What if Simon's Lagan crews a vehicle that crews back onto it? In a strange way. It's a flavor win, in my opinion. Vehicle into vehicle into vehicle is a perfect representation of the anime. It might even be a representation of how a vehicle deck works. Sorpagal says it's easy. Crew this vehicle, then use it to crew another vehicle. I get it. I get it. Okay, pass. Bingo. Anime card, by the way. It is an anime card. Thanks for that one. Where's our anime card? Boop. Let's anime it up. Okay, next up, we got Raptor with Wings. Thank you so much for your super chat, Raptor with Wings. 2 antagonists that didn't make it into the Sonic secret lair. Really? I haven't seen all the Sonic cards. We need a Sonic show. Did they show all the Sonic cards? How many secret lair cards were there? Okay, we have Chaos Zero and Black Doom, the Eternal Life Form. I'm not familiar with either of these characters. Although I don't know the lore of Sonic all that deeply. Okay, Chaos Zero, Deity of Destruction. This is a 3-mana X 0/0 elemental incarnation. Chaos Zero, Deity of Destruction. Enters with a number of +1/+1 counters equal to the total amount of mana spent to cast it. Okay, so that's going to be expensive. It's by default, if we spend 4 mana, we have a 1/1. When Chaos 0 enters the battlefield, you may move any number of counters from each of up to X permanents onto Chaos 0. Oh, okay. So we can actually mooch the +1/+1 counters from some other creatures. But we can only mooch equal to the X spent on this thing. If we did a Sonic Secret Lair show, it wouldn't be longer than 15 to 20 minutes. Oh, they don't have that many cards, huh? Well, we got to stretch it. I know how to stretch a show. We just have to make sure we talk about each card real slowly. I'll just talk about the lore the entire time. I'll even get a bunch of Sonic music for that show. Okay, when Chaos 0 leaves the battlefield, redistribute all counters on it among any number of permanents. Why don't we just call it, what's that Arcbound Ravager ability when it dies? Like, why don't we just give it that? Because that's literally the ability. I mean, I guess I don't know if it redistributes anything other than +1/+1 counters though. It's a 3/3 minimum if X is 0. Enters buff. Enters with a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to the total amount of mana spent to cast it. Oh, I see. So the X is just gravy. So you spend 3 mana, you get a 3/3. To extend, you can find loopholes, discuss rules, find similar card. Oh, yeah, you're talking about, like, yeah, extending the show. I'll see how many Sonic cards there are. We can have a Sonic show. Okay, this is fair. This is totally fair. Reminds me of Arcbound Ravager. It is a very colorful Arcbound Ravager. Or you can be even in a mono blue deck. Not in Commander, but in general. Because all it is triple blue. So it works for me if it works for you. Next up, we've got Black Doom! The Eternal Life Form. I don't remember this in the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon show. By the way, did anyone watch the, what I think it was called the Saturday morning Sonic the Hedgehog show? I think there's only like, I don't know, 1 or 2 seasons. Very few. And Dr. Robotnik was accompanied by some guy named Snively. I absolutely love that cartoon. It was like a darker version of Sonic the Hedgehog versus all the other cartoons at the time. This is from the Shadow the Hedgehog game. Never heard of it. 6 mana for a 6/6 Devil Warlock. This looks like an AI generated card. Once each turn, whenever a spell or ability targets 1 or more permanents, you can pay 2 or discard a card. If you do, roll a d6. Oh, my d6 sound effect. Okay, if you roll a 1, create a token copy of each targeted permanent. Ability targets 1 or more permanents. Oh my goodness. So I can discard a card. So if I target everything with some card, I can discard a card, and if I roll a 1, I hit the jackpot. Chapter 2. Sorry, not Chapter 2. If I roll a 2, you may choose a new target for the spell or ability. Well, that's lame. 3, destroy each targeted permanent. No! I want to keep that thing. Oh, we need the chat on the screen. Yeah, you got to remind me. That's easy to enable. Okay, roll a 4, copy the spell or ability. You may choose new targets for the copy. Roll a 5, counter the spell or ability. No! 6, do all of the above in that order. No, what will that do? So we would create a token. Then we choose new targets. Then we destroy them all. Yeah, hello, VOD people. Now, no matter if I click on your name or not, you're all part of the show. Anyone, you want to know the bingo card? This is our bingo card. Is this 10 CMC? No, it's got a lot of words though. 5 words in name. It's got 5 words in the name. That's what it's got. That's the bingo card. Black Doom seems kind of busted. I think this ability is really cheap. So like when we play a spell, we're just discarding a card. I don't have a die on me. Too strong, but also hilarious. I think it's too strong. Like, half of these abilities are crazy. They're absolutely crazy. Change target to opponent's cards before blowing them up. Oh, yeah. So if you target something Oh, for each turn, whenever a spell or ability targets one or more permanents, it's any permanent. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, this might be fine, but I'm gonna give like this. I don't know how to put it. This is one of those cards I don't want to hurt my brain reading. It's a hurt your brain card. I'm sure after playing against it for a little while, I'll be like, oh yeah, this is fair, or oh, this is broken. Then we can decide further, but I can't play test it right now. I think if it was just pay 2 and you drop the discard option, it would be totally fine. Or more, it would be more fine. Yeah, discarding is like really cheap because we're gonna get a second effect anyway. It's like discarding a card just makes sense because you can get double the abilities. Yeah, or 2 and discard. That might make it much more fair. Okay, moving on. We're gonna go to Kano. Welcome, Kano. With immune response and Oko Elk Herd. Okay, immune response is a white enchantment. Double white X, create X, 1/1 white blood soldier artifact creature tokens blocking target creature attacking you. Exile the tokens at end of combat. Are these like supposed to be white blood cells? I'm not big into biology. I don't know crap about it. Like I barely got through my science classes in high school. But I believe there is something called the white blood cells, and I think they attack the bad blood. They attack the bad stuff in my blood. So it's like it's very representative. Yep, the white blood cells. They come in to kick some butt, take names, and kill everything else. Okay, whenever a creature dealt damage by a blood you control dies. So I guess that includes blood artifacts that you animate. Note its name. You and blood permanents you control have protection from the noted names. Oh, because you now have immunity. Immunity. That's funny. Cells at Work anime reference. Is this a real anime? It's an anime about the human body. Oh, whatever. You know, the creativity is going really deep. We're gonna start running out of things to make animes about if we're this far into it. Can it assign illegal blockers? Probably not. They act kind of like Kirby, as far as I understand. What they suck things up and become that thing. Oh yeah, super flavor. This is a huge flavor win. Massive. The greatest of flavor wins. Okay, this is a banger. Very funny card. Okay, what was the other one? You want Oko Elk Herd. Oko Elk Herd is a 3-mana 4 loyalty Oko. You and Oko have protection from elks. It's funny because we make them, don't we? +2, put 3 shield counters on up to 1 target artifact or creature you don't control, as long as it has 1 or more counters on it. It is a green elk creature with base power and toughness 3/3. I don't know the point of that. Oh, I see. So if it's untapped, it still can't damage you. And then -7, you get an emblem with you control all elks. So we stun again, and then we steal them. This is actually broken. This is actually just supremely busted. Everyone would play this card. It protects yourself. I have to admit, actually, in a game where your opponent has no creatures, this card is just borderline worthless, right? Target. Oh no, you can also hit artifacts, so you can steal your opponent's artifacts. It's not stun. It protects. Oh, the shield count. Oh yeah, this is not a stun counter. It's a shield counter. Okay, we have a shield counter. That's even worse, because then we're gonna steal the shield counter creatures. I think this is on power with current power levels. No, this goes way too hard. I like this card. He gives opponent a 3/3 creature that sticks around a lot. No, we are stealing these things 100%. How do they get rid of the Oko? It's like they have 1 creature in play. Okay, Oko, give your thing 3 shield counters. Oh, it's a 3/3 and it can't attack me anymore. And then next turn, like, there's like no resistance. Just go to 6, go to 8, then go -7. They just can't do anything. Yeah, I can't read the second time. Well, why? I'm thinking, like, why are we giving shield counters to our opponents? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, this is totally busted. It's completely busted. It'd be banned on... It would be banned before it actually became legal, before people opened the booster packs. That's how broken I think this card is. Doubling season doesn't break it either. It requires some work for the ultimate to be useful. What's the work? It's 3 turns away and you're going to steal 2 creatures. And they have shield counters on them. 3 shield counters. So if they want their creature back or they want to destroy the creature, it's going to be an absolute pain. To make sure the Elks stay if they chump block. Why does it remind me of Tamiyo? It honestly just reminds me of the original Oko. It's so similar. Not to mention, we can also steal our opponent's artifacts. Be like, okay, I'm going to take this. Okay, put some shield counters on your Soul Ring. Put some shield counters on your One Ring. -7. It's all mine now. Thank you very much. It should say 1 or more of those counters. Otherwise, it would be uber busted. Anyway, I think this is a very broken card. I don't really have anything to say about this. You can't... You know what would make this fair? It just says... You have to remove this top line where you and Oko have protection from Elks, because you need to give the Elks an opportunity to attack this thing. If they have no ability to attack this and deal damage and remove loyalty, then this game is pointless. It's completely pointless. No, I think the thing that makes it fair is you remove, because if you go +2 and make your opponent's creature a 3/3 with shield counters, then they can attack back and put Oko down to 3. But the way it's designed, like, Oko will never lose loyalty, and you'll just steamroll your opponent big time. Okay, next up, who is next? Who has another delicious $10 super chat? We got Morbid Panda with the Death House. Death House it away. Oh, it's called Enter? Enter the Death House. Was this 2-sided card? Well, you paid for it. Let's take a look at this. The Death House. It's a land. Enters the battlefield tapped. At the beginning of each end step, if you lost life this turn, put a haunt counter on the Death House. Okay. We have tap, add a colorless, pay 2, tap, sacrifice the Death House, add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of haunt counters on the Death House, and create 2 1/1 black spirit creature tokens with flying. So, so for each turn that goes by, we get more haunt counters, and we can eventually sack it for big mana. Sack for big mana. We've been saving up our entire lives. I was saving the allowance for one big spending spree. Okay, so is this, are these 2 separate cards? Okay, I think the Death House is a cool card. I think it's neat, actually. Most storage cards, I mean, aren't they worthless? I want to say, like, every storage land ever printed is supreme garbage. And, like, the main problem is that you have to spend mana to get mana. Whereas, like, if this thing can just accumulate mana over and over again, and then at one point you spend... Like, you still have to spend 2 mana here, right? So you have to wait at least 3 turns to net anything. Super good in Commander, 4 counters per round. Damn. Yeah, it's not at the end of our end steps. So it's super fair 1-on-1. So we play this turn 1, pass. It gets a counter. Then he gets another counter. Okay. This is probably too strong. If you change it to just at the end of your end step, super fair. And also interesting. You could still play this turn 1, and by turn 5 or 6, you have like a great boost in mana. You've got and you get some creatures out of it. I think the card is much more interesting. As if it's just at the end of your end step, you get the trigger. You need to lose life every turn. Is that really? If you lost life this turn, put a haunt counter. Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, it's a. Yeah, we need to lose life. Is that so hard? What if we have Necropotence out? I'll lose 1 life. I'll lose another life. I'll lose another life. So it actually dissuades people from even attacking you. Because if they attack you, then they'll trigger the Death House. Slow but rewarding with fetches. You can only play 1 fetch a turn, right? So if you don't lose life on your turn, then you don't even get the counter for your own turn. It's doable, but I think jumping through that hoop makes it kind of okay. No, it's definitely fine. So it's probably going to play out very similarly to getting the counter once a turn, maybe twice a rotation, but not more than that unless people are really attacking you. Okay, we're gonna reverse. I'm gonna say it's not broken, it's cool, and it's fair. And it's a nice design. Okay, we got Enter the Death House. This is what it was really all about. A 3-mana enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose 1. If you control a land named the Death House, this ability triggers at the beginning of each upkeep instead. Create a 1/1 black spirit creature token with flying. You lose 1 life. It was basically Bitter Blossom. And then draw a card, you lose 1 life. Interesting. So we've got Bitter Blossom and what? Phyrexian Arena all wrapped up into 1. That triggers on everybody's turn, which makes this card a lot better. That's a combo. But you know what? We're allowed to have combos on this game, aren't we? Bingo, super specific. That is super specific. You're right. Incredibly hyper specific card. There it is up there in the corner. We're hitting a lot of bingo stuff that we just don't normally hit, period. Ever. It synergizes with the Death House. Not sure what I expected. Yeah, that has that synergy. Phyrexian Arena, but better. Especially if you have the Death House. Card doesn't work bingo from that legendary Myriad earlier. Oh, no, it works. It works, just not in a good way. I mean, it was a legal card. It can legally do what it wants. Strictly better Phyrexian Arena. I suppose, yeah, I suppose so. Okay, Phyrexian Arena, I think, is honestly a little poopy card. It could use an upgrade. This is a cool card, too. Okay, nice. Nice. Very, very, very nicely designed. Okay, next up, who do we got? We've got Steve Cooper says, no cards for me today. Making three color cards is difficult. Donut to Pedgeman and donut for chat. What do you got, Pedgeman? What do you have for us today? I also think that's a super chat thing. Dono. Oh no, there's a dono. Oh, there is a dono. Okay, this will be a dono to Pedgeman, and we'll just give it an advanced dono to chat. Pedgeman, what's your card? Does the Oko count as can't get rid of this? No, it's technically possible to get rid of it. It's just not likely. That's all. Very, very unlikely. Okay, you got Yomu. Any relation to Shamu? Okay, Flash Disturbance. Yomu! Oh, it's one card too. We've got a 5-mana 4/4 Human Spirit Samurai Legendary Creature. Wow, it's not even a Planeswalker. This is a Flash First Strike Lifelinker. Whenever Yomu enters, if she wasn't cast from your hand, she deals damage equal to her power to any target. Oh, so if you reanimate her. Oh, where am I going? Okay, so if we reanimate her, how else? Okay, if she wasn't cast from your hand, so if we get her from exile, that's actually possible. There's a lot of red cards out there that will allow you to cast the card from exile. So from graveyard, I think that's it. Oh, the command zone. Oh, no. Bingo, 5+ card types. That's a bingo. That's another bingo. We got card types going up the wazoo over here today. Yeah, okay, the command zone also works. So it's a Flame Tongue Kavu over and over and over again. It's got Warp for 3 mana. Okay, I gotta lean in for this one. You may cast this card from your hand for its Warp cost. Exile this creature at the beginning of the next end step. Then you may cast it from exile on a later turn. So basically, that's a way of casting it from exile. Yomu casts herself from exile. Oops. Warp a custom keyword? Oh, absolutely. Oh, do we have that in the bingo card? Custom keyword. We're filling up this bingo. We're not even through half the show yet. I don't think. But from exile, it's still 5 mana. You may cast this card from your hand for its warp cost. You may cast this card from your hand for its warp cost. Exile this creature at the beginning of the next end step. Then you may cast it from exile. Okay, so basically you get to cast it once, shoot something, and I guess you get the life from it too. And then you can cast it later. Honestly, I think that's a bit broken. I think giving it the ability... Okay, this card does so much already. So it's basically like 3 mana. 3 mana, shoot something down, gain life at instant speed. Is this like a flavor win? Because this is like too strong. I think the casting cost needs to be higher for what it does. It needs to be like 7 mana. She can't shoot something with warp because it's from your hand. Oh, I see. So this card has to be in your hand when you want to use the warp cost. You can't do that from the command zone. It doesn't shoot something down for 3 since warp is from your hand. What if it's in my hand? I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair at all. This is, you know what warp is? It's just flage. That's what I'm comparing this to. It's like flage, it enters the battlefield, but it's instant speed flage and it deals more damage. Instant speed flage that deals more damage. Also can block. I mean, can you compare it to that? You don't have to fill up the graveyard. You just have to cast it for 5 mana later. Okay, broken. Okay, I figured it out. It's just too comparable to Flage. And the ability is just nuts. It's just nuts. Oh, Warp is a real mechanic? Well, then we didn't make anything. Is a Warp a real mechanic, but it was just used wrong here? The damage only gets dealt when cast from exile. Okay, warp is a real mechanic. Okay, so if we warp... Oh, I see. So if we warp from hand, we don't get the damage. If we deal the damage, we don't get the warp. So we can only use 1. Enters if she wasn't cast from your hand. Ugh, it's hard to understand this card. So pushed, it could be a real card. Okay, if warp is a real mechanic, I'm taking this off. We're removing the custom keyword. The warp set the damage up. Is it too late to count the Showtime skeleton for the bingo as a new creature type? New creature type. The Showtime skeleton. I don't know why. It's just in my soul. I don't want to make this thing pass. It looks too pushed. So we have a 4/4 that'll get exiled. But you know what's gonna happen. Okay, so we play this thing for warp. We block something, obviously. Okay, yeah, I can't. It's too strong for 3 mana. It'll like ambush anything and still gain a bunch of life. Then it gets exiled and you just cast it later. And then you get that ETB. Then you get the ETB. I mean, I guess it's more fair as a commander. Because as a commander, then you cannot get warp out of it. Or get rid of the flash. But then then the whole it's ambushing thing seems useless. Bingo we have a bingo! We got a bingo here! I didn't even notice. Sneaky. That was a sneaky bingo over there. We'll look at one extra person's card at the end of the show. For each bingo, we give a free bingo away to people. Or free custom card. I think the most pushed thing is the lifelink. People are like, this seems fine to me. Cards these days are getting so powerful that this card is underwhelming to the chat. I know! I know. I'm just thinking how to play. Like, if this was in a one-on-one game, I'd be terrified. Like, if I'm up against a Mardu opponent, they just pass the turn with 3 mana up. Like, what am I gonna do? Am I allowed to attack? I would say no, I'm not. This is terrible. Well, if you're there, well, you got to be around when it happens, Anna. I'll keep you in mind, though. Okay, I don't care. Pedgeman has made more fair cards than this. It's an interesting design. We'll just put it that way. It's an interesting design. Still need some help. Okay, I'll just remember this. We'll do the donos at the end of the show. Okay, we have a 4 pass to life super chat. It's a beautiful super chat. Maybe one of the best super chats. Metaphys archetype, starting with Metaphys Delulus. Oh, I see. You have them all in here. So it's put all cards in one post. Should be the 3rd and 4th card in the post. This is the Metaphys Delulus, and we want the Metaphys Dimension. Yeah, we got him. Sweet. This has to be Yu-Gi-Oh, right? This has to be. It has a very Yu-Gi-Oh looking aesthetic. 5 mana for a 6/3 Dragon Spirit, and it's a dragon. We all know how much Yu-Gi-Oh loves those dragons. When Metaphys Delulus enters by an ability of a Dragon Spirit creature card, you may exile all other creatures on the battlefield that were not cast from hand. Whenever Metaphys Delulus is exiled, during the next upkeep, you may pay 1 and shuffle it from exile into the library. Search your library for a differently named Dragon Spirit card. Exile it, then shuffle it. What the hell? Looks like a Digimon. Is this a full-blown Yu-Gi-Oh archetype? Is this Nikachu can't read or Nikachu can't pronounce? I can't pronounce this. Dalus. Oh, it's as simple as that? Dalus? Doesn't look right. Exile, exile, exile. Okay, so this thing enters. I don't even know what exactly this thing does. So if it enters... So if I use a dragon to put this thing in play, you may exile all other creatures on the battlefield that were not cast from hand. Okay, so but it doesn't count this one, because this one was not cast by hand. Whenever the Metaphys is exiled during the next upkeep... Okay, so whenever this gets exiled, let's say by Swords to Plowshares, during the next upkeep, I can pay 1 and shuffle it from exile into my deck. Search your library for a differently named Dragon Spirit card, exile and shuffle. Pass. I don't want to think about this thing too long. It doesn't seem broken. It's doing a lot of things, but at the same time, I don't even know if it's doing anything. In Yu-Gi-Oh, exile is the 3rd hand. I don't doubt it. This is a massive memory issue. I say tear. If there was a gun in Magic, would it exile opponents? Probably not. You just send them to the graveyard. We got Metaphys Dimension here. It's a 4-mana Kindred artifact. It is also a Dragon Spirit card. Whenever an opponent places 1 or more creatures on the battlefield without casting them from their hand, or from the hand, you can pay a white, place a Dragon Spirit creature card you own from exile on the battlefield tapped, exile it at the end of next turn. Whenever a Dragon Spirit card you own is exiled, you may pay 1. Exile target non-land permanent opponent controls. Each ability of Metaphys Dimension can only be activated once a turn. What the hell's up with these cards? Why does Yu-Gi-Oh have to be so confusing? We have another TCG adaptation here. Where is it? Other TCG adaptation. It's correct. Oops, gotta get rid of this so you guys can see it. Can you all see this thing? Other TCG! It's wordy for sure. No, you don't say! You don't say! And honestly, it doesn't even look that much more wordy than a regular Magic the Gathering card. Except I have trouble keeping... The thing is, the mechanics are very unusual to Magic. You know, we don't have things like whenever an opponent places 1 or more creatures on the battlefield without casting them from hand. It's an unusual thing to track. Bingo alert, learn grammar for the Deltarune card earlier. Ugh, I don't remember. I can't confirm if that was... But the thing is, it was on purpose. That was bad grammar on purpose. It was part of the flavor of the card. You can't blame him for part of the flavor. Like Thanos from Squid Game. You can't blame him for part of the flavor. It used the wrong your. No, yeah, I know. No, it used the right your. Because that was a flavor win. If you use the right your, it would be a flavor fail. Ellis has something to say about this. The difference is Yu-Gi-Oh! Over-explains. MTG can have a lot of text, but be more to the point. I suppose so. I think the difference with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that they didn't make any keywords, which in some cases is a good thing. Of course, in some cases, a bad thing. Thanos from Squid Game, that's right. He'd be a grammar fail. MTG also needs cards with texts are so goddamn long. Like, we need we want to bring those goddamn long texts back. To be honest, cards are badly templated. Like, it shouldn't say opponent's places, but whenever a creature an opponent controls enters. Maybe, yeah, maybe. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, whenever so it should be like when a creature enters. It should be like whenever an opponent's creature enters the battlefield without casting them from hand or something like that. Because, like, yeah, there's a lot of redundant text on this card. I'm like, whatever. I'm not going to say it's broken, though. It's fascinating. For the Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, let me know if this is a flavor win or flavor fail. Is this card representative of the real card in Yu-Gi-Oh! You got to let me know in the comment section below. Got to let me know. Okay, next up. Bandit Keith, you should know. What do you say, Bandit Keith? We should start using cheats into play as an official text? Yeah. I don't know if distributors like the sound of that. Cheating for the win. Yu-Gi-Oh's wording can lie to you, though. I get violently angry when I think about cards like Mystic Wabi. I live in ignorant bliss to those types of cards. Next up, we got Trent Sims. More Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh my, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Day today. Slifer. The Skydra. I know this card! Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 3, baby! Oh my god. Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 3 pissed me off. Because there was this gigantic detour into Digital Land. I was so angry. I thought I bought the wrong season. I had to buy it on YouTube. Okay, Slifer the Sky Dragon. Whose was this? This was Seto Kaiba's. A 6 mana for a star god. Spell can't be countered. Flying. Slifer's power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in your hand. When Slifer enters, draw 2. If it wasn't cast, sacrifice it. And whenever a creature enters under an opponent's control, you may discard a card. If you do, Slifer deals 3 damage to that creature. I don't remember that last ability. Oh, come on. Old god cards are banned. If you have all 3, you can take over the world. This one was passed around. Oh, is it Yu-Gi-Oh! That had the Slifer card? Slifer the Sky Dragon. What did... Oh, he had... Seto had Obelisk. Slifer is Yu-Gi-Oh!'s card, and it's the coolest. I don't remember that last ability. I remember there was some situation where somebody had... Oh, maybe it was Merrick took Yugi's Slifer, but it was a 0/0 or something. Power and toughness are equal to the number of cards in your hand. But hold on. Shouldn't there be like 1 toughness attached to this? Because there was a situation in the show where there was like no cards in hand, and I think it was a 0/0, but then it would just die. So there should be some clause, like Slifer is at least a 1 toughness creature, like a +1 toughness. Yugi went infinite with this card? Slifer is one of the few things I remember from the anime. Slifer reduces, so we have Kalia. Slifer reduces the attack of all summoned monsters by 2,000. If reduced to 0, they are destroyed. Merrick gave Slifer to Rare Hunter to beat Yugi, but Yugi won and got Slifer in return. Wow, beats a god card. Stupid Rare Hunter. Yeah, I think it should be like Tarmogoyf. I could be wrong. I just swear somewhere in the battle, Slifer, like there was no cards in hand, but you don't lose Slifer. Because like in Yu-Gi-Oh, having 0 defense is meaningless. It doesn't matter. It doesn't kill the damn thing. The rare hunter lost because he got decked. What a dork. Yeah, what an idiot. Lost the best card in deck. Shouldn't have been gambling. Nice god there. Anyway, I disenchant. Any response? Okay, can anyone verify? Oh. I think Kana was talking about... Oh, and someone was talking about how it deals damage to other creatures. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's the point of the final piece of text. Okay. It passed. Okay, next, Obelisk the Tormentor. This is a 7-mana, 4/8 god. Spell can't be countered. Vigilance and Ward 3. When Obelisk enters, destroy all other creatures. If it wasn't cast, sacrifice it. Sacrifice 2 creatures. Double target god creature's power until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. I think my only... Okay, I have only one criticism for all these cards. Aren't you supposed to be sacrificing at least like 2 creatures in order to cast this card? Shouldn't that be an additional cost to casting this card? Like, am I not wrong here? Don't all these cards require tributing? They tributed in the anime. I'm gonna look this up right now. Obelisk the Tormentor. Just gonna quickly look. Requires 3 tributes. You have to sacrifice 3 creatures to cast this card. Did you just summon a bunch? Did you just summon a bunch of monsters in one turn? All cards in Yu-Gi-Oh require tributes at a certain level. Well, when it's OP, maybe you're supposed to sacrifice a bunch of creatures. Speaking of needed keywords, we need a keyword for activate only a sorcery speed. So we'll just put it like sorcery speed. That's probably what it should be called. Just called sorcery speed. Okay, sack 3 creatures, but 0 mana fair. No, it can still have a casting cost. But I think in the spirit of this thing, you have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice to your gods. Although I understand everything gets tributed and sacrificed in Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay, this card works for me too. I just think it's a flavor fill that we're not sacrificing anything. Okay, next up, we've got Noise Marrow. No! Noise Marrow! What happened? What happened, Noise Marrow? You didn't write anything. Are you still in chat, Noise Marrow? Oh, you are here. I had to include the title of my submission as a reply to my super chat. I didn't include... But you didn't include the title. You didn't include anything. Okay, what is your... Include the title of my submission. Do you just post this thing, Noise Marrow? Okay, which cards are yours? What's the title? Because I have your super chat. You literally wrote nothing. You're not the first person to do this, by the way, so don't feel ashamed. Happens to everyone. Arya and wishful thinking. Found it. Oh yeah, so yours was the most recent one. Arya, always and never. It's a 4-mana 4/4 Chaos Elemental. It reminds me of Omnath. Flash! Why is everything has flash speed today? Flash is broken. It's got Ward, sacrifice a land. That is also broken. You may cast Arya from exile. What is going on here? Players may play cards exiled face up and may spend mana as though it were any color to do so. If a spell or ability can only target specific card types, it instead can target all non-land card types except those it would normally target. Get rid of the flash on the flash thing on this thing makes it broken, I think. Well, okay, I'll give it this. It doesn't have any ETB. Yeah, let me think about it. Let me calm down for a second. It basically has no ETB. So it's a flash speed 4/4 bump on a log, and you are able to cast exiled cards. Face up exiled cards. Maybe this actually is more fair than I think it is. I will say this is a fascinating card. I think giving the ability to play your cards from exile or how is that original? Like I'm saying, like it's original. Shouldn't Wizards have invented that like a million years ago, so that the exile zone is literally like the extension of our graveyard? But obviously, it's like, but where's Arya? Where did Arya go? It's me just gesturing in a general direction. That's where Arya is. Everyone can play everyone's exiled cards. Oh, so we may play cards exiled face up. Oh, you're right. I can swipe from anybody. This breaks food chain again. Honestly, like food chain's already broken, so I don't think this is going to change anything. Also, this is not a 3-mana card, so not strictly broken. Yeah, old players get to. Careful what you exile around here. Yeah, you can play your opponent's cards. Okay, this is even though it's got flash and a very strange ward cost, I actually think this is quite fine. And I think it might even be a fun card to play against. And also this card can come back from exile. It's like you cannot get rid of... So it's actually better to just kill the Arya, right? It's best to send this thing into the graveyard. Daniel's like, the question isn't where Arya, it's when Arya, and the answer is always and never. Bingo, can't get rid of this card. No, you can't. It goes to the grave. You have to send it to the graveyard. It doesn't say when it dies, it gets exiled. So if you just fatal push this thing, it's like, well, that's the end of this. But if there is some means of keep putting this into exile, I mean, it can go to the graveyard. You can exile it from the graveyard to put, like, for example, with Delve or something, and then cast it from the exile zone. Ellis says, one thing I like about MTG is, in most cases, exile truly is exile compared to Yu-Gi-Oh! Having fun with it like a third hand. I guess that, I mean, like, we're already we're like more than halfway there with Magic the Gathering. You got your hand, you got your graveyard, which is just an extension of your hand, and then soon enough, yeah, exile is just going to be the third hand. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was just ahead of the game, ahead of us with all that stuff. Okay, sweet card. Next up, you've got... it's player 100. If anyone saw Squid Game 3. Okay, it's a blue sorcery. Scry 1. Draw a card and surveil 1. Is that it? Hold on. Okay, this card does a lot of stuff. We have to do it in this order. So we scry 1. We then draw a card. And then we surveil 1. Oh, sorry if I gave any sort of spoilers, but I don't think anyone's thinking player 100 is going to win. Mana is what keeps MTG from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Singularity. Yeah. Well, unless you want to play Vintage. What is this formatting? Well, it's original, right? I think you have to do everything in that order. So we scry 1, then we decide to draw, and then after that you surveil. So it's like it's like a weird opt, basically. I don't think it's too good. I mean, is it really all that different from Preordain? Preordain says you scry 2 and then draw a card. So this is like we're doing half of that, and after that we're going to surveil. I think, and it's not even instant speed. It's not like Brainstorm or something. I think it's strictly worse than Ponder. I think this is a very original... what's it called? A very original cantrip. But on top of that... So it's an original cantrip, but it will be... probably players will spend more time making it resolve. It's like, scry 1, do I need this? Okay, nah. Okay, draw a card. Okay, time to surveil. Do I need this? Whereas you had one motion, like if you ponder or preordain, once your decision is final, that's it. Draw a card, move on. Someone wanted to format like it's from the 90s. Who doesn't like the 90s? This person came from the 90s too. This goes in every Spellslinger deck ever. I mean, in Commander, sure. I don't know if this would be playable enough in... No, it'd probably be playable in Modern. Definitely playable. I don't know if it would... I don't think it would be playable in Legacy, though. I don't think it would push Brainstorm or Ponder away. It would be... I think it would be Modern playable, as it is, though. Cool card. Very original design. Next up, who do we got next? Oh, we have the smaller super chats. All right, we go back to the damn draws. Uplift the weary. Uplift the Weary is a 2-mana enchantment in the Boros colors. Whenever you exert a permanent you control, untap it during your next untap phase. Oh, I see. I mean, this has to be fair. I have no words for this. This is for a very niche mechanic, and most of the cards are not even very good. Yeah, I mean, adding this will obviously make them a lot better. I just don't know if it's worth having the enchantment on the battlefield. You know what I mean? Would anyone play this? Or I can only assume, okay. Knowing the damn draws, there's probably an entire new range of cards that are going to be built around this thing. Everything's going to have exert, and it's only going to be fair because of this. Unexert, yeah, unexert profit. Should be called protein shake. You get your, how to put it? You get your, you're not so exerted. You get your power back. Or it could be called Power Nap. This is insanely good in Exert Commander decks. How many Exert Commanders are there? I didn't think about that. I didn't think about commanders that exert, because that card will you'll always have access to that every single turn. Doesn't refresh the Exert. The Exert does it. Niche and Cool. This and Arena of Glory could be a bit much. Wait, I'm confusing with Exhaust. Oh, those are similar. Exhaust and Exert are very, very similar. But the problem with Exhaust is, yeah, you can't use it again. It's once and never again, unless you blink the card. But with Exert, you can do it over and over again. Think of Glorybringer. Glorybringer is like the quintessential Exert card. I'm not familiar with any Exert commanders. I don't know who they are, or what they do, or where they came from. But I just know they like to take a nap after a hard day's work. Power Nap sounds like an Izzet card that doubles the creature's power, but you can tap it and stun it after combat. Well, you can go make that card, Anna. Go make Power Nap. Make Power Nap a reality. Could be a real thing. Okay, I have nothing else to say about this. It's not broken. Okay, next up, we got Torn with the Unending Story. I thought it was gonna be like the never-ending story. Okay, we have a 2-mana saga. It's just a regular saga. Chapter 1. Up to 2 target creatures you control gain +1/+1 until end of turn. Remove a lore counter from a permanent you control. Then Chapter 2. You may put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Remove a lore counter from a permanent you control. Hold on. It says any permanent. It's not like a remove a lore counter from another permanent. So we can just keep removing the lore counter from this thing. Is this busted? It's up to 2 creatures, get +1/+1. That's very weak, I have to admit. You put a counter on a creature, that's also very weak. Then Chapter 3, distribute a number of +1/+1 counters among creatures you control. Oh, equal to the amount of lore counters on permanents. Equal to the amount of lore counters on permanents you control. You have to remove a lore counter? What do you mean I have to remove a lore counter from a permanent you control? So this thing never moves anywhere. It should be a May. So for 2 mana, I'm perpetually giving creatures +1/+1 each turn, which is fair. I don't think it's broken. Welcome, General. Yeah, we do. We do these things live. I have to? Free country, innit? I'm sorry, I thought this was America. I don't have to remove this lore counter. I thought I had the freedom to not do it. A common, I'd say it's a good draft card. It's probably a fine draft card. So what, you need another saga so you can move up the saga chain here. Very, very funny. I mean, I can't say, it's gotta be super fair. It's a neat card. But it helps other sagas if you can get other ones. It should say if you do. It could. There's other ways of designing this card. I'm not going to make a big deal about how it got designed as it is. Sorpagal with impotence. Oh, you think you're the first person who came up with that joke, huh? Sorpagal thinks they're funny. Okay, impotence. In fact, I think that's a real named card from impotence. Oops, I wrote it wrong. We got impotence. You made it a blue card. This is your take on the card. I think it's a silver border card that already exists. 4 mana instant. Target player's range of influence becomes 0 until end of turn. Oh, I think didn't someone, was that you? Did you post this on the custom Magic the Gathering board? I think someone. It's like this is a real card. This looks AI generated. But apparently range of influence is a real thing in the rules of Magic the Gathering. What this means is the number of people that you can attack. And okay, hold on, let's look up range of influence, because I don't know completely myself. Range of influence MTG. I think it's how you interact with other players at the table. Okay, with each player having a range of influence of 1, this means a player's spells and abilities can affect only themselves and players seated to their immediately left and right. Players seated further away are, for the most part, considered not to exist. So you can only... Players' spells and abilities. Okay, spells and abilities can only affect you. They can't affect other players. I'm just curious, can you attack other players? Is that still a thing you can do? Range of influence is a wild ability. You should all definitely read up on it. It basically kills all interaction. But can we attack? I'm assuming you can't. It's a fascinating card. It's like a rule I didn't even know existed. I've heard of people making, variants of Magic where, you can only attack the people to your left and you can't attack the person across from you. So you have to kill the people to your left and right to get to the next person. I just thought, that's fan-made crap, but it's a real thing. Range of influence only matters in massive chaos games to avoid ganging up on 1 or 2 players. I think it just matters in any game that's 4 or more players. Normally, range of influence is 1. No, but can I attack? I assume you can't attack players outside your range of influence. Reading the card explains the card, by the way. No, not in this case. Didn't do squat. The hell is range of influence? It's like a mechanic that I didn't know existed, and it doesn't exist. Tresaru's got it right. Yeah, this desperately needs a couple of paragraphs of reminder text. Sounds like a CEDH killer. Remember, it's only until end of turn, and then the next turn you got your range of influence back. Right, you can't attack. Players outside your range of influence don't exist. What if I play Earthquake or Wrath the God? Oh, I guess that's the thing. That's my range of influence. I can't influence anything. Okay, I think this is a banger card. I think this could spawn a completely new branch of cards. Obviously, they're just multiplayer cards, but maybe not even that. Like, you could still play this in a one-on-one game, right? Because your range of influence doesn't go beyond you. 0 would mean you can't target yourself. No, I think you are still at 0. Range of influence of 1 means players outside of you. I guess you can't target yourself if your range of influence is -1. Negative. So the most similar card is Silence. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Okay, I think it's really cool. Very cool idea. Okay, next up, what do we got? We got Callie of the Vast. Welcome, Callie of the Vast. Sasori. The Red Sand. Obviously, from some anime I'm not familiar with. Sasori of the Red Sand. It's not even red. It's a 7 mana Dimir creature. A 4/4 legendary artifact creature puppet ninja rogue. So we're gonna be doing some ninja things around here. Infect Menace Reach. Sasori enters with a shield counter on it. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of stuff. Tap any number of target artifacts you control become 3/3 black construct creatures until end of turn. 3 mana. Sasori deals 2 damage to target creature. Tap it. Iron Sand. 5 mana. Place a shield counter on Sasori. Remove it at end of turn. What the hell is this thing? Is this all flavor? And here's another thing. I have another question. When you decide to design such a card like this, when we're going to add so many words to it, why did we squish the text box to add more art? This is not one of those cards. This is one of those cards you squish the art to add more text box. Yeah, none of these abilities have anything. Well, I wouldn't say they have nothing to do with each other. We have a ninja that doesn't have ninjutsu. You just need a granny and an annoying girl to smash it. Maybe something like that. Wordy card is wordy. Okay, now is it strong? It's like 7 mana. So like, what am I gonna do? Say that it's strong? It's annoying to read, but it's probably fine. We have Infect in black is still fine. It comes into play with a shield counter. So all our artifacts can be 3/3s, but only until end of turn. Oh, it's a Grixis card, actually. We've got the double red going on here. Deal 2 damage to target creature, tap it. I actually can't say any of these abilities are broken. So I have to say this is a pass. But all the abilities are disconjointed from one another. You know what would be cool, though, now that I think about it? People would not like this at all. Would not like this whatsoever. An Infect Ninja with ninjutsu. Think about it. You attack, no blocks. Sasori of the Red Sand, baby. 4/4 Infect going right at you. It'd be such a feel bad. It's like, oh my god, I wish I blocked. I don't know if Sasori is so much of a ninja, though. It should give toxic to all artifact creatures, by the way. Oh god. Don't give ideas. Don't give ideas, Pedgeman. Infect is bad. Toxic is the way. Is it? Infect ninjutsu would be Hanzo the Salamander card. I have no idea who the hell that is. Is that like a thing that already exists? Okay. Pass. If you put a bunch of random abilities on a creature, but you make it 7 or 8 mana, I can't turn it down. I just can't. Winter Fox, Phantom Crown Sliver King. The Sliver King? Do you like slivers secretly, Winter Fox? Slivers aren't very wintry. I guess this one is. It is... What? This is a Dimitri card. Is Dimitri in the house? This is a 15 mana, 6/25 Worm Sliver. Hexproof and Reach. Explosive. Aggression Overclock. During each upkeep, place N+1, +2, -1 counters on all other Sliver creatures you control, where N is the number of turns Phantom Crown Sliver King remains on the battlefield under your control. The turn count resets if control is switched. Yeah, of course. So on each turn, each upkeep, on all place N, you're gonna kill your creatures. You're absolutely gonna kill your creatures. Yeah, we're avoiding using X around here. And then as all Sliver creatures you control have Reach, Haste, and Trample. As all. Oh, I see. So the idea is, set up a bunch of Slivers, and then, buff them with this +2/-1 thing. You just go for this one big attack. Just get them in one shot. And hopefully they die that turn, because if they don't, well, your creatures are probably screwed. Good luck keeping track of that. I don't think it's too hard to keep track of. You've seen too much X. Now, yeah, now we're not seeing enough X. Today, people are bringing out the Ys, the Ns. Where's my X? I can't find my X. Eldrazi level sliver. Yeah, basically. Well, it's still got a sliverish thing going on, you know? Still got a sliverish thing. Should give all the other slivers hexproof and reach too. Okay. It's 15. It's 15 mana. It doesn't even win the game on the turn it enters the battlefield. The most expensive sliver. That's right. It's competing with them Eldrazi's out there. Need some of that sliver representation. Big mana costs. Benovsky, Soul Reaver Shaman. The Soul Reaver. Uh-oh. Soul Reaver. How about Shaman? Oh, yeah. You called it the Soul Reaving Shaman, Benovsky. The Soul Reaving Shaman. It's okay. I misspell things all the time. I'm not going to blame everyone else. I can blame myself. Okay, this is a 2-mana 1/2 Shaman Horror with Menace and Death Touch. Whenever this creature enters or deals combat damage to a player, return target creature card from a graveyard to the battlefield under your control, tapped face down. It's a land with tap, add black or green. Near them, no one is at rest. So if it enters and deals damage, we bring a creature back. Tap face down. So it's a face down creature. Oh, it just becomes a land. So we're converting our creatures into lands. This is cool. That's a death. Well, it's not really a Deathrite Shaman because it's 2 mana. Like it's actually pretty slow. It's really, really slow. Oh, you're talking about the art? It's probably not actually Deathrite Shaman. Probably comes from the same family. Probably from the same clan. It a morph. You can flip it. Is it a morph? No, they didn't morph it. It's just there. Bingo. 10 plus CMC. Oh, Winter Fox's card. You're right. Winter Fox 10 plus CMC. Oh, we had a wordy card earlier. I don't even know what it was. We had a wordy card, and that means we've got another bingo. It's probably all those Yu-Gi-Oh cards, really. Oh, they don't have Yu-Gi-Oh card in here. They replaced Yu-Gi-Oh card with wordy card. For people that didn't... I guess it was for people who didn't understand what a Yu-Gi-Oh card was in this show. Yeah, we had multiple wordy cards. Multiple Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Maybe wordy should be the free space. No, it's dangerous as free space. I think this card is very original, and I think it's really fair. It's probably a very good card in Commander. Comes to battlefield tapped face down. Like, I can't even say that this card is in any ways broken. It's really slow, actually. Okay, I'm gonna say something really controversial here. I think it should be 1 mana. I think it could be a Golgari. I think you literally could make it like another Deathrite Shaman. And I'll tell you why. First off, you cannot in any way activate this. Like, it's not going to go off early. So if you like, I don't even know how to get a creature in the graveyard by turn 2. You know what I mean? So there's no way this, and even if you do get a creature in the graveyard, you still need to attack this thing, not get blocked or blown up. And the land comes into play the creature comes into play tapped as a land. So I actually think, to be honest, it ramps you 1 land every turn. Well, yeah, but it's probably not going to ramp you on your first turn because there's no creatures in the graveyard. Turn target creature card from... It is from any graveyard, though. I'll admit that. Why not? Turn 1, kill opponent's land war. Turn 2, this, get a land. Is that bad? Is that broken? I don't think it's that broken. It's bad both in casual and EDH. I have no idea. I mean, I would have to play test it. It'd have to be seen. But I think 2 mana, super fair. Obviously super fair. But I think we could push it. I think you can go to 1 mana. Nikachu is one of the few men that reaches 5,000 words a day. Maybe. I don't think so. I think other streamers do more than me. A lot of other streamers get more words in before I do. Okay, what we got next? We got We got Trisaru in the house. Thank you so much, Trisaru, for your card. Machias Regnitz. I definitely did not pronounce that right. Machias Regnitz. The Time Breaker. I made a couple of cards from a game series called Trails. It's on Discord. Also, thanks for the content. Thank you very much. From a game series. Okay. Any Trails fans? Never heard of it. So you want which one? You want one? You want the other one, I think. It's the Time Breaker. And also, they're packing heat. Okay, it's a 4-mana 4/5. Ugh, why is the power and toughness in black? It's hard to read. Okay, it's a 4/5 human warrior. Reach, first strike. We got Burst Drive. Burst Drive is a 4-mana tap. Untap up to 3 target creatures. They gain +2/+0 and haste until end of turn. If it's your first combat phase of the turn, there is an additional combat phase after this turn. Isn't this abusable? Like, maybe not partner with Jesus Al Abera acting Duke. I'm just wondering, is this a way of you don't untap it? Untap up to 3 target creatures. They gain +1, +2/+0, and haste until end of turn. So you can untap this card, right? It didn't say other creatures. Sort of as long as you can activate it more than once during your first combat step. What if? Well, I mean, okay, so yeah, I was thinking, like, what if I have a creature that adds a bunch of mana? I guess that's fair, right? Because that'd be just a 2-card combo like any other 2-card combo. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, no, you know what? I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think it'll work out like this. Even though it untaps itself, it can untap itself. It's a lot of mana invested. 4 mana. Does not untap all the creatures. You have to actually select 3. And if you're selecting this to attack more, then maybe that works out. Power and toughness is normally black, right? It's the power toughness frame that's a little off. Oh, is it? Hold on. We got to go to some real cards. Okay, let's look at some... Okay, Master of the Pearl Trident. Oh, is it that the power... Oh, it is black. Oh, you know, I'm thinking of super old cards like Lord of Atlantis. See? It's in white. But it's, yeah, I realized that the box in red... So what does Ragavan look like? Ragavan. Oh, I see. This should be more light. Yeah, you're right. You are correct! Yeah, so the power toughness box is like super outrageously dark. You'd have to use 3 to 4 very specific cards to make several combat phases, and it's not insta-win. Nope. No, you could there is an insta-win out of this. You just need a creature that adds 4 mana. That's all, and then you can just do it infinite times. Well, also, I guess you also need an unblockable creature. But it works out. Okay. Cool card. Way to make everyone feel old. My pleasure. Okay, Nova the Space Wolf. Welcome, Nova. What do you got for us today this week? Time for the 5th Darken from the Legends of Runeterra. We'll get to the end of this eventually. The Darken Part 5. Oops, where am I going here? Ah, I'm lost. Okay. The Darken Part 5. What is with the Darkens? Darken. It looks like an Eldrazi. Okay. The Darken Staff. It's a 1-mana equipment with Afflict 1. Oh my god. That is from Hour of Devastation. Whenever that creature becomes blocked, defending player loses 1 life. Whenever the equipped creature deals combat damage, add 1 mana. That's fair. I mean, like, you can't use that mana very much because it has to be done in the combat step. Equip for 1 mana. I think this is a super fair card. So what do we got on the second half of this thing? We've got Bulkux. Sounds like Bullocks to me. It's 8 mana! Oh my god, how are we casting this? It's a 7/9 Darkened Ascendant Warrior, also with Afflict 1. The first time each turn you cast an instant or sorcery, add Afflict X to Bulkux, where X is equal to the spell's mana value. Whenever you cast an... Oh, so... Holy moly! So if you have 8 mana, and then you, like, I don't know, cast an 8 mana spell. Bingo, new non-creature type. We got a new non-creature type. New non-creature type. Oops. New non-creature type. Boop. Okay, next. Afflict doesn't work on the front side, and the wording is wrong on the back. Why not? Why doesn't it work on the front side? I don't even know what the front side is. Whenever that creature... Oh, you mean whenever equipped creature. Okay, yeah. Whenever equipped creature becomes block defending player, loses 1 life. Templating, people. Templating. The intent here is that Afflict keeps growing on the second side. Totally. I think it works out perfectly. It's a new take on Afflict. Afflict, it wasn't really a competitive... I mean, it was good in draft. That means anything to anybody. But it wasn't good outside of draft. So you're making actually a concerted, useful effort to making Afflict good. Although this card is very expensive. And that's why I'm going to say that is a super fair and doable card. I don't remember this thing from Arcane. Probably not everything is from Arcane. I know Legends... League of Legends is big. They got a big world, the big lore. Also, it adds colorless, not 1. Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, we know what they mean. Yeah, so now it would be that diamond mana cost. Because these days... Only for this, though, adding the mana. We don't add generic mana anymore. We add diamond mana, which is representative of colorless. But equipping for 1 generic is still fine. In fact, it might even be mandatory. Next up, we got another one from Elixir, the Super Shot. Oh, sorry, it's Super Snot. Ew. That's disgusting, Elixir. What are you doing? Ew! Ew! Oh my god. Die by getting grossed out. This is a green aura. The spell costs X more to cast, where X is its target's power. That makes some sense. Got to build up a big loogie here. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature has toxic X. What the snot is that? That's Jace under that snot. Let's hope. I don't know who's under this snot. It's basically infect. It's basically acid. Enchanted creature has oh no, the creature gets toxic X. It looks like it's dying. Look, like here you see the flesh over here, and then you see the skull over there. Benovsky's like, that's Jace Printed. Love it. Sounds great. It's exactly what I want to see. We have Calication with the spaghetti arms. For the for the last card, the Darkened Staff. I think. It looks like the Jello cubes in D&D. I'm not familiar with them. I mean, yeah, this is a card. It's very disgusting though. The flavor, I mean, you know, to be honest, I don't get an emotional reaction out of a whole lot of Magic the Gathering cards. In this case, I'm getting one. Most Magic the Gathering cards, they mean nothing. They mean absolutely nothing to me. Although, I have to say, this is a very liquidy looking snot. But you know what? Snot is pretty liquidy sometimes too. It's been a few months, so as a reminder, all the darkened equipment, our equipment can be replace the creature they are equipped to with their second side via the Darkened Commander's ability. Good to know, Nova Space Wolf. Did we get to the 2-hour mark? We're not actually at the 2-hour mark. I'll show you. I'll show you what I see. I'll show you what I see. That ain't 2 hours, buddy. You still gotta wait 6 more minutes. We're gonna get there, though, because we have a lot of freebies to get through. Okay, pass. This too shall pass. The Damdrons with remnants of the lava calamity. Remnants of the... This should be good enough. Oh! It's the devil himself. This is a 4-mana world enchantment. Ward, sacrifice all permanents you control with ignite counters on them. Sacrifice all permanents. Oh, interesting. So if I have none, it doesn't matter. But I'm sure we're going to get some ignite counters. Whenever a creature or planeswalker your opponents control enter or activate, what? Okay, whenever a creature or planeswalker your opponents control enter or activate or trigger an ability. Okay, so activate or trigger abilities. Put an ignite counter on it. Okay, permanents take damage equal to the number of ignite counters on them at the end of each damage step. Oh! Okay. So if we destroy this thing, we have to sack everything that got ignited. Basically, we're setting things on fire. That's what it sounds like. Whenever a creature or planeswalker your opponents control enter, they get at least one ignite counter. Permanents take damage equal... That's fine. If someone likes caffeine, that person will like cracked it. No, it is not true. I like caffeine. I have not indulged in anything beyond that. The world shall burn in pure firing flames. I'm wondering, is this too strong? Like, I don't want to say it's that strong. It's like a weird card. It's a huge beating on like 1 toughness creatures though. If you don't target this enchantment, it does nothing, right? No, like every single time you play creature, like, so first off, if you play a creature, it's always going to take damage every turn. So you can just assume like all creatures that enter the battlefield, and even planeswalkers will lose loyalty every turn, and each creature basically has 1 less toughness. You think this is doable? Jess says, you don't know if it's true or not until you try crack. I'm not trying it. Ah, for once, Chad hasn't read the card properly. See, 2 can play at this game. If you have creature that have many triggers, they get that many counters. Yeah, and then they're gonna burn down to death. This looks like such an unfun card to play against. Looks incredibly unfun. Putting night counter on players. Perms take damage equal to the number of them at each damage step. And then if you activate a planeswalker once, I mean, it's just gonna die in a few turns, and then it's gonna be over. Okay, I'll say it's okay, but like I'm really hesitant. Something that would make this completely fair is if you got rid of the clause whenever a creature or planeswalker enter, and if you just punished activated or triggered abilities, or something like that. Or it's just like whenever a creature enters, it gets an ignite counter, but I don't know how it gets more. If you do nothing before you delete this, you sack nothing. Correct. So, so if you don't put anything else in play and you just destroy this, then nothing happens. You can also get rid of it without paying the ward by playing another world enchantment. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the world enchantments. The weirdo rule enchantments. I don't know if I improve the card. I'm just trying to make sure that it's not broken. I would hate playing against this thing. It's like it would just smoke all my creatures. Basically, like token decks would hate this card. Tokens enter the battlefield, they get the ignite counter, they just die instantly, or die by end of turn. Yeah, reading the card sometimes improves the card. I'm going to very hesitantly give it a pass. Okay, we've got 2 bingos and we've got 2 super chats. Okay, who wants freebies? Anna wanted a freebie. Where are you, Anna? Maybe Anna's down here. Did Anna post anything? Okay, here we go. Anna was there waiting all day. Or all 2 hours, I should say. Okay, we got Necromancy Pupil. Can't find it immediately. Necromancy. Did you just post this? Oh, you just posted it. That's why I can't find it. Or maybe it was right there. Okay, it's a 3 mana 1/2 human wizard. When this creature enters, you may behold a zombie. So you have to show one. If you do, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed. I like that. When this creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. I think this is a great idea. So when it enters the battle, so it's basically 3 mana for 3 power of creatures and 4 toughness. I think this is great. Of course, and also the zombie has Decayed, so that's really fair. I think we could push this further. I think it should just be 3 mana, you get the creature for forever. I think this can transcend more creature types. But yeah, you behold a zombie, so you have to reveal one, right? Or show one on the battlefield. Yeah, behold is a very look at it thing. It says creatures you don't control get an ignite counter. Then the ward ability points to your own creatures with ignite counters. Absolutely. I really have nothing else to say about this thing. It's such a fair card. See, this is so realistic looking. Even wizards would probably make this thing with the decay counter and everything. Nikachu improves the card. I technically didn't improve the card. I think it could be expanded. A card like this could be like this idea of ETB, reveal another zombie or a bird or merfolk, goblin, sliver, and then you get another creature attached to it, and you have some small, nice little cute ability here. Like whenever this creature dies, opponent loses life and gain 1 life. I think it's great. I think this is good. This could spawn an entire generation of cards. Did they make anything like this? Like behold a creature type and you get a creature? I'm not familiar with all the behold cards that they made. This would be a so-so card in draft that you would only really play if you had synergy with it. Well, of course you will have synergy with it. Oh, that's a good point. This is a human wizard, so it'd be hard to build this with a zombie deck, but I can see it happening. You could have behold any number and then make an XX token, which is the number of cards you behold. Oh god, that could be more broken. Okay, anyone else wants a freebie? Anyone want a freebie over here? Otherwise, I'll look for someone who... We didn't look at this. This is from Daniel. Yeah, we can give a freebie to Daniel. Well, if you want a freebie, you got to give me the name of the card. Okay, we got Dragon Lord wants one. Dragon Lord. Everyone's like, I do, but no one wants to no one wants to say I do plus card. Okay, Dream World. This is a 5 mana, also blue. Great for devotion. Enchantment. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, put a dream counter on each tapped creature that player controls. Tap. Okay, at the beginning of each player's upkeep, put a dream counter on each tapped creature they control. Tap all creatures that player controls. Okay, so they put a dream counter on each tapped creature, but then tap all the creatures anyway. Untap each creature with a dream counter on it, then remove all dream counters from those creatures. Why? So at the beginning of each player... Oh, I see. So we only get half. So we're putting half to sleep, half wake up. Or is half a dream? It's not... Well, I mean, it's not broken. There's nothing broken about this. It's like a very Winter Orb feel to it. Super Winter Orb feeling to it. I have nothing else to say. We're going to untap half the card. It happens to everybody's upkeep. So basically, we untap half our creatures, and then we untap the other ones. Or tap half, untap other half. But since everything just untapped, yeah, it's switcheroo. To some degree. It's upkeep, so it keeps all stuff tapped all the time, for the most part. Why do you think this does half? Where does it say? Okay, well, maybe am I reading this wrong? So at the beginning of each player's upkeep, put a dream counter on each tapped creature. Oh, I see. This isn't even possible. Okay, so I interpret it as like before the creatures untap, which is not possible. Yeah, it needs to be worded like at the beginning of the at the end step, before at the beginning of each player's end step. Like the next player's creatures get a dream counter or some crap like that. Something that or I guess you could do it at end of turn. Like I think the idea was at upkeep, the tapped creatures untap and all the untapped creatures tap. Like that's how I'm interpreting this card. But yeah, you're right. The way it's worded, everything is untapped. For a dream counter on each tapped creature, which we've put none on, and then tap all creatures that player controls. Untap each creature with a dream counter on it, then remove all dream counters from those creatures. Like it never happens. There's a bingo here. 2-hour stream, baby! 2-hour stream! We got a 2-hour stream around here. Yeah, it only helps stunned creatures. Yeah, I think as designed, it doesn't work, and I don't know how to fix it. Like, I think I know what they're trying to do. Is Daniel here? It's possible for stunned and exerted. Oh, is that the idea? It's only for stunned and exerted? That sort of sucks. Also, if it's a stunned creature, if it were to untap, you just lose the counter, so it's going to be tapped anyway. Is this like do we have a bingo for card doesn't work? Too much X. Yeah, do you know what? I think we have to give it to card doesn't work. This card does not work as I think it was designed, or as I think that Daniel wanted to make it. And other things that couldn't untap normally too, but those aren't a named ability. Did you really build this for like stun creatures and exerted creatures? It doesn't really work for stunned, because if they're stunned... Oh, I see. No, you're right, actually. So if they're stunned, you remove the counter. They have no counter on it anymore, but then you can untap it. Okay, so, it's a legal card. It's really niche. It's so niche. It's crazy, crazy niche. Okay, next up. Okay, hold on. I saw a bunch of super chats earlier. We're going to give one to Zach Magnus, the Flame of Ambition. Be ambitious. Okay, we got Flame of Ambition, 4-mana enchantment. Whenever one or more attacking creatures you control that have been dealt combat damage this turn die, return one of them to the battlefield tapped at the beginning of the next end step. The ring tempts you. Okay, so that's interesting. So it encourages you to make more haymaker attacks and like make greedy blocks, because if they die anyway, you get to bring back one. Is it just one of them back whenever one or more attacking creatures you control, or not? Sorry, you can't block. It has to be an attacking creature that have been dealt combat damage this turn die. Return one of them to the battlefield. So if you attack with just one creature, this works out pretty well. This is totally fine. The Elden Ring tempts you. No, it's the real Elden Ring. You're welcome, Zach. I think this is a card. I have nothing bad to say about this thing. But the ring didn't make anyone like invincible, right? I would say it's a bit of a flavor fail. Because if we're attacking with Flame of Ambition, is there anything else in Lord of the Rings that made people like... I mean, okay, I'll give you this much. If you have the ring, you might have plot armor. Oh, no, that's not true. A lot of people who had the ring died, strangely enough. Okay, anyway, I think as worded, it's a pretty cool card. You attack with a creature. If it died in combat, you get it back. Of course, probably the opponent doesn't want it to die in combat because they know you have the Flame of Ambition. They'll see it a million miles away. True, but the ring tempts you is always pretty shaky flavor. The ring tempts you because it's from the game Elden Ring. Oh, I thought this was Lord of the Rings. It looks like it could be from Lord of the Rings. You know what I mean? It's like a medieval sort of era. Yeah, okay. I'm not familiar with Elden Ring. I think the idea is that ambition makes them incredibly persistent. You people from Elden Ring will know better than me. Better than me. Okay, next freebie. From... where can I get freebies from you people? Okay, who did not get a card yet? I can't remember. Benovsky, did you get a card today? Okay, Pedgemans. No, Pedgeman got a card today. Who doesn't have a card? We have, I think, two more super chats. I'd like to have a card, but I have none. Yeah, but I don't have one. Well, that's a problem for you, isn't it? All right, let's get Dragon Lord's how do I pronounce this? Pernices? Holy moly, that is a custom Magic the Gathering card. You got a dono today. What do you mean you didn't get a card? What happened to your dono? Okay, we got okay, so this is an Archangel of Ruin, a 9-mana 7/7 Angel Warrior, flying first strike death touch. If Pernices enters the battlefield, Pernices enters the battlefield with a Ruin counter on it if you cast it from your hand. When Pernices enters the battlefield or attacks, if it has a Ruin counter on it, choose a permanent type. Destroy each other permanent of the chosen type. It's an Angel Warrior coming to destroy everybody. Does it have, no, just 2 arms. I thought it had 4 arms for a second. It is verbatim a Lord card. Yeah, now that's custom card. Oh, we're not done yet. My God, this show has been extended for so long. In the background, I've been like adding music, and I'm like, oh my God, this show keeps going and keeps going. Super Bass. So this card is missing one very key word. Non-land. It's not. Hey, no. It's 9 mana. At 9 mana, it can wipe your lands out. That's for sure. Yeah, it can blow up all the lands. I have no problem with that. At 9 mana, it better blow up all the lands. Yeah, without non-land, this is crazy. Is it? It's 9 mana. This is crazy. Okay, when it enters the battlefield or attacks, if it... Oh, yeah. Oh, when it attacks, if it has a... No, it has to have a Ruin counter on it. Choose a permanent type. Oh, I see. So it perpetually blows up all the lands. Okay, maybe that's a problem. Maybe that's a problem. Okay, I'll admit. Okay, so you probably you have to change it to non-land. That's too much. Yeah, but it doesn't say you have to pay to cast it. Nah, that's true. Well, come on. Like I've died so many times from all sorts of random cards getting reanimated. This is like no different. Like no different whatsoever. It should remove the Ruin counter with when that effect triggers. Oh, that's fascinating. But then it would be pointless to have an attack trigger. I didn't get a card last time. Oh! Okay, I can give you another one. You can have one of those last super chats. Remove the attack trigger. Okay, remove the attack trigger. Okay, it looks like we're improving a card. I didn't improve it though. Chat improved it. Chat's great. Chat is amazing. They do wonders. Proliferate or doubling effects for counters. That's possible. Yeah. Big giant creature, specially called the Archangel of Ruin. Flying death touch, first strike, blows up permanents. The quintessential custom Magic the Gathering card. All right. Okay, so what did Benovsky say? So what was your card, Pedgeman? I don't even remember. Vinci. Okay, Vinci Exalted Genius. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just powering through this damn thing. It's just a bunch of words. It's just words on top of words around here. Exalted Genius, 4 mana, 2/5. Human Artificer, Servant. Ward X, where X is the number of artifacts you control. Noble Phantasm. When it's on the battlefield, you may cast a copy of this card on this card's back by discarding a card in addition to paying its other costs. Whenever a non-token artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, create a junk token. This ability triggers only once each turn. And then we got the back side. Okay, so we can cast this part. I love the art on these things, though. Blue X, the essence of innovation. It's an aura. Enchant artifact you control. Improvise. As essence of innovation enters, put X charge counters on enchanted artifact. Enchanted artifact is a creature with base power and toughness XX in addition to its other types, where X is the number of charge counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove a charge counter from enchanted artifact. How the hell? What the hell is going on here? Yeah, why would we do... Yes, it's all word soup. Too many words. Too many words. And then Bonovsky is like, too bad it's Esper. I hate that shard. Bingo custom keyword? Where? The Noble Phantasm? Custom... This is like oh my god. Wait, hold on. Whoa. Whoa. What's the custom keyword? What's the custom keyword here? Is Noble Phantasm it? All right. We got another super chat. Okay, we have 2 more freebies because this is actually creating not 1, but 2 bingos. 1 down here and 1 down here. Okay, we need 2 more bingos. Nikachu regretting some life choices right now. Oh, I regret every single day. I have to to some degree. I have to thank the person who gave the idea of doing these custom Magic the Gathering card shows. The very first custom Magic the Gathering card show flopped. It was so bad, but then the future ones were really, really big. Okay, who has no custom card yet? I will look for someone who has no custom card in the Discord. We did that one. For some reason, Steve Cooper didn't want to give a Donut a card for today. What are these? These are cute. Mon-Fri the Forest. Okay, let's give one to... We're going to give one to Daniel here. No, Daniel got one today, though. Who has none? Scroll up and you'll see the cutest cards. All right, we'll do one of these. This is adorable. Mon-Fri of the Forest. This is a 3 mana 0/4 beast. Is that what a rabbit is? It doesn't look, sort of looks like a rabbit. This creature enters with 2 fluff counters on it. Whenever you return a beast creature from the battlefield to your hand, target creature you don't control can't attack this turn. This ability triggers only once each turn. Remove a fluff counter from this creature. Search your library for a beast creature card with mana value 3 or less. Reveal it, put it to your hand, then shuffle. Activate only once each turn. Feels sort of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like. In that you like the tutoring thing. The tutoring thing is what makes it seem very Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, but this is very fair. I mean, it's like a 3 mana 0/4. And like putting beasts back into your hand. I mean, I guess you could it doesn't say you can't use this one. So you can bounce this thing back to your hand. Target creature you don't control can't attack this turn. I think that's pretty neat. It's 100% Yu-Gi-Oh! In the land of... It looks like a Bloomburrow card. This could be like a Bloomburrow secret lair. Okay, anyone have no card yet? Oh, no one wants a donated card. Unbelievable! Okay, I'm just gonna give it to someone random here. The first person who has never got a card yet for today's show. We gotta support the people. What do we got here? Nope. Still looking. Daniel's super active here. Kano got a card. I don't know who this is. Who is this? This is Zinrog! I'm walking here. A 4-mana instant. Counter. Oh, sorry, the spell costs 3 less to cast if it's your combat phase. Counter target spell. Love it. Actually, super fair. Maybe 2 fair. I swear there's actually a card like this. Something very similar where like it's an expensive counter spell, but if it's during the combat phase, it actually costs quite a bit less. Okay, definitely a pass. So fair, it's I'm pretty sure there's a real card or something incredibly similar to this. That's it for today. Wow, we went 2 hours 20 minutes, like the good old days. We haven't had a show like that in a while, my coffee crew. My custom coffee crew. We do these shows weekdays, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be there or be square. And of course, thank you everybody who supports the show. If you are a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat, so other people are part of the show. And of course, thank you so much for being here today. And we filled up. We got 5 lines of bingo. We haven't done that in a million years. Thanks everyone who submitted cards. People like Tresaru. We got Argentina. We got Jack Daniel. We got Jack Daniels here. Pedgeman, Steve Cooper, The Damn Draws, Calication. Love your channel. Have a great day. Have a great day yourself. Old Boy, Nolan, Benovsky, Jess, Kano, 4 Paths of Life. Who else we have? We have Bell in the house, Nova the Space Wolf, and Zhao, and Zach Magnus. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep brewing those coffees. We're going to keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you at the next cup.